I just really feel like they kind of have skewed away from the original concept of what Shadow High I think was. Thank you so much to MJ for sending me 3 out of all the dolls you're about to see today in this video for free to share with all of you. Hey everybody, it's the Doll Circle, and today I wanted to talk about, which I know everybody's already posted about it on Instagram, and you've seen probably a dozen reviews on it already, but Series 2 of Shadow High has been out now for about 3 or 4 weeks, and I can't believe it's already the second series to Shadow High. Like, it feels like yesterday that Series 1 just came out, but I wanted to talk a little bit about the evolution of it, and then also what I think personally of the changes that I see that they've made with Series 2 versus Series 1. So let's get into Shadow High. Can I just take a moment? I've been recommended to use like K18. I don't know if anybody else uses that hair product, and my hair is so frizzy today. I don't know. It's only the first time I've tried it. I know you're supposed to use it like 6 times or something, but yeah, I'm very frizzy today. Frizzy hair, we'll go with it. So Shadow High first got introduced last year, which is in 2022. Over the summertime, beginning kind of like end of May, we really saw it at like the Rainbow High party that they did for the pop-up event in LA. And honestly, I was taken back. I really enjoy the concept of black and white or grayscale dolls. I feel like it's something that you never really see very often. I mean, there has been dolls done in black and white, of course, and done in grayscale in the past, but done in a way where it was an affordable, like, fashion doll that you could just walk down Target and get. You know, I mean, like most playline dolls tend to be, you know, geared towards a certain demographic, which of course is kids, and kids tend to want bright colored, happy toys. I mean, I totally get it. I was a kid once. I get it. But I just thought it was really interesting that they decided to go in the direction of basically a playline doll. Now, Rainbow High, I personally consider a higher end collectible slash playline. I feel like it goes in both directions, right? So with Rainbow High and Shadow High, you get the collector aspect and the playline. But traditionally, when, like I said, you walk down Walmart, Target, etc., you see playline dolls. Very rarely and very seldomly do you see collector pieces. So for them to do a grayscale slash black and white type of style dolls in a price point and in an actual physical location in a store where it is geared towards kids, I was shocked. I was really shocked initially, and I didn't know how a lot of people would take it. Obviously, I felt like a lot of people, you either love it or hate it. I see a lot more love for Shadow High than I do see hate, but that's personally just me. Could just be like my friends and stuff like that, but that's from what I've seen online. So I personally, like I said, for me, taken back by it. I love it. I think it's the best thing. I think it's so different, so unique. Had to have all of them. I got all of them. I have multiples of some. I mean, I'm totally obsessed. So when I heard that there's a Series 2, I was like, oh my God, yes, please. Like, yes, I need all of them. So pictures got leaking out into the system right around the holiday times, and we were going to be getting them in January. So here we are now in January. They're available in stores, but they have changed a few things that, you know, again, I feel like it's not negative or positive, they're just changes within Series 2 versus Series 1. So in Series 1, we had, and this is, I'm going to use this as an example. I have a bunch of them, but this is one of them. So we have Heather, and we have it in the traditional, what we first saw for Rainbow High style boxing, but done in the opposite. So with Rainbow High, the clothes were on one side, doll, and then it was in the reverse here for the Series 1 of Shadow High, where we got the extra outfit, extra pair of shoes, and of course, the doll in the box, just like so. Now, I didn't have a problem with this. I thought it was a really interesting concept where they flipped the box. I thought it was a good way of designing the box. You just flip it. You're in now Shadow High, kind of like the upside down. I didn't have a problem with it. I like that they came with an extra outfit. I am personally an extra outfit type of person. It kind of almost like forced me to buy more dolls because I was like, oh, I want extra dolls to put into the second outfit that you would get with any of the Rainbow High dolls, but especially the Shadow High ones, I think these black and grayscale clothing go well even with the rainbow colored dolls. Now, there were some moments, especially during, like I said, the holiday time when they were leaking out pictures of Series 2 that they're not coming with extra outfits. And I was like, oh, what? I was like, no, and now I get it. And you're going to probably hear other people say the same thing. Inflation, keeping costs low. If you want to keep a doll under $30, you can't throw great fabrics, you can't throw extra shoes, you can't throw extra pants, you can't throw extra skirts. Like, I totally get it. I'm just sad because I like the extra outfits. Now, Shadow High Series 2 still is giving us pieces. Like, you're still getting things. It's not like they took it all away and now you're getting nothing and it's the exact same price. So for example, I have Diamante. Dia. I've heard people pronounce it both ways. I have here an example of the series 2 ones, and the box is completely different because you're not getting the extra outfit anymore, which is, again, some people don't mind it because they were like, well, I don't really use the extra outfit. It's forcing me to buy extra dolls. I personally didn't mind it. I like being able to change my doll outfits occasionally now. I used to not be like that, but now I'm becoming more like that. And the box style, as you can see here, has changed. It's now in this basic square. I think for an inbox collector, this is much better. It's easier to stack. All the square corners, you can line them up easier. So from an inbox collector perspective, I feel like the box design on Series 2 is probably a little bit better for that. Now, it does come with extra pieces. All of the dolls come with, of course, an outfit and a pair of shoes, tons of little pieces on them, whether it's tights or, you know, little earrings and stuff. So they all come furnished, come with extra accessories, but no extra clothes. So like, for example, this doll comes with a coffee cup, brushes, a makeup palette, and sunglasses. Some come with like a laptop. Some come with a cell phone. The cell phones are so cute, so cute. It's giving me like 2015 Bratz where they all came with cell phones. I was living for that. So I like that they're coming with something. And I feel like this is giving us just extra pieces for like, if you have the Rainbow High like the house, or just more pieces for like your doll photography. I think these are really useful. So I'm not against them coming with extra pieces. I'm just glad that they're still keeping it under, you know, an affordable price point, because these are $24, $24.99, excuse me. But you're still getting something with it. I personally like the outfits. I think the outfits are really cute. If I could pick, I would say I would like to have these little pieces done in like little packs, like little surprise packs or something, if they still wanted to make money off of them. And I would like to have an extra clothes. I think the clothes are really cute. But from an inbox perspective, I think the box design is better on Series 2 just because it's easier to store and display. Now, a lot has changed just in such a short amount of time with Shadow High. Because originally when the first wave of Shadow High came out, we had grayscale, right? You know, we had black and white, silver tones, grays, darks, you know, I mean, it was very much gray, black, and white. We did have some color, which are my favorites. These are my favorites. I love these dolls so much out of the Shadow High world because they were still in a darker scale, but they had color. Done right though. Like it wasn't like bubblegum, bubblegum pink. It wasn't like super bright colors. It was done in a way where it was colors incorporated in a very dark goth way, which I love. And honestly, I really don't mind the bubblegum. I know a lot of people took the bubblegum out of her mouth. Like I think it's cute. It's something very different. So with this, it was our first kind of like, it still came out with Series 1. And we had Ainsley who gave us, you know, her color, but still going into the dark scale. But to me, I was like, okay, but there's still color. Like, that's one thing with Shadow High, it was supposed to be like dark and black and white and grayscale. But then with these, they added color to it. But again, in my opinion, color added right. But then going into Series 2, we have a lot of color. I mean, Series 2 has a lot of color. It's dark colors, it's dark tones. It's still in the realm of like the twins, because the twins have like that like gunmetal oil slick color scheme, which you can see in a shadow, I guess you could say, kind of world. I'm trying to think abstractly here. I mean, with this one right here, there is still the white, which is very stark, and I feel like it really does stand out comparative to like the Rainbow High dolls. And then of course we have a lot of purples, because I feel like, of course, purple kind of is a darker, I feel like, I don't know how to describe it. It reminds me of like water, almost like dark water, like oil colored. We have like a purple color here, which is very colorful, but they're adding the color to the skin tones. So that's another thing too, where it's very different versus like Rainbow High, where they all have natural skin tones, you know, like they're in the realm of like, oh, I've seen a person walk around look like that, just with bright colored hair and bright colored outfits in a different color, right? So they're all color coordinated. So with Shadow High, they're adding in colored bodies. They're almost like alien-like to me. So it's kind of almost giving me like, I don't know, like I don't hate it, but also I'm like, well, it's not really a shadow if somebody's walking around all purple. Like, is that still a shadow? I don't know. I don't dislike it, but it almost gives me like an alien feeling, which I know Shadow High isn't aliens, like they're not aliens at all. Besides the Shadow Twins, some of my other favorites were obviously the Neon Shadows, but I feel like Neon Shadows kind of stands on their own, right? There are three of them, they're a trio, they're a band. They have the word neon in it, so I feel like we were expecting color for the Neon Shadows, and it was adding that light, right? Like neon lights. But I don't see it though with the second wave of Shadow High. Like they should have done something like I don't know, have like a theme to it, like neon shadows, neon going with the shadow, right? So with this one, since the second series has color in it, like alternative shadows, weird shadows, alien shadows, like something else to go with it, because I love them so much. But yet I feel like, again, they don't go with the shadow theme as much. I don't know. I'm thinking too far into it, right? I just overall enjoy the concept, I guess, of Shadow High, where it is this school or place of darker colors, darker elements, darker world type of stuff, versus Rainbow High, where it's obviously the complete opposite and you get the whole spectrum of color. So I don't, like I said, I don't want this to ever come off saying that I dislike Shadow High. I really do enjoy it. I just feel like it should be called, I don't know, I feel like it's transforming into something different. And I feel like it should have a different name or something. And even here with like Carla, for example, we have a lot of white with the black incorporated too, but it's a very soft touch of light. When I say light, like in the right light, you can barely see it, right? Light pink, which I don't mind it. I think she's stunning. I love her. But it's giving me a baby pink color mixed in with some dark colors. So it's almost like I think maybe Shadow High Series 1 didn't sell as well as they thought. So they were like, well, we have to do something to fix it. Let's add some color to it. But then to me, it's not really Shadow High now, is it? Because shadows don't have color. I don't know. I'm thinking way too far into this. But she's pretty, though. She's very beautiful. And then, again, they all come with accessories. Like, he comes here with a laptop, a cell phone. I love Rex. I think his jacket and shoes, like, he's so good. Like, so good. So good. So good. And then we have Glitch, who is missing the hair clips, which I think they should have added the hair clips to Glitch, personally. I feel like, I'm like, should have had the hair clips to be more, like, seamless with the show. That's my personal opinion. But I feel like that character really does remind me a lot of the Shadow High twins in the color scheme. And then the one that everybody, I feel like it's everybody's favorite. If I had to say one out of all of the series 2 that really, especially on Instagram, that really I see a lot of people posting, it has to be Zoe. Like, I love Zoe so much. I love the style of the jacket. I love the Novi Stars little like moments. I love the NASA themed things. I love that she comes with a phone and a laptop, and I love like the phone case that has Novi Stars on it. Perfection. So good. But honestly, she looks like an alien. So kind of like, is Shadow High now turning into aliens? Like, is that a thing? Are they shifting out of that? Also, I mean, again, I don't hate Shadow High Series 2. I personally really enjoy Series 2. It just doesn't, it's not shadows. I feel like they need to change up the naming or something to it. And I think a lot of it, like I said, I mentioned earlier, that it comes from maybe the black and white grayscale didn't do as well through the popular sales. I mean, collectors obviously bought it, but you have to look at like overall sales in stores. Maybe it didn't sell as well. So they were like, oh, Series 2 gotta add color because people want color if it's gonna sell on a shelf. That's gonna be interesting to me. Like, how long is the longevity for Series 2, and will there be a Series 3 Shadow High? I love them, but they don't really remind me of shadows because they have a lot of color. I feel like they should have just been like, I don't know, an alt school. Like, it should have went maybe in a different term than, I get, you know, like you have a rainbow and then you have the shadow, the opposing there with the light and the dark. But I feel like they look very alien-like with their color scheme now. So for me, I love them. I think they're great. I personally would have preferred the second outfits versus the accessories, but to keep them at $24.99, I get it. Like, I totally get it. I don't like it. I would like everything to be affordable, and I would like everything to come with a million pieces and accessories and clothing. But I get to where we are right now in the market of buying and selling that it won't happen. I do feel like Zoe is my favorite out of all of them. I do plan on getting probably a second of maybe one or two of them because I really like them in box. I think in box they're just so beautiful. I really think Zoe, and I would have to say Diamante, I'm gonna say it like that, are probably my two favorites out of this line because I really love the Prada boots on her and I love the Novi Star little moments on this one. I don't hate them. I just really feel like they kind of have skewed away from the original concept of what Shadow High I think was. Will it have a Series 3? I feel like Rainbow High is pumping out so much. We just got leaks now of Series 5 coming out, which I want all of them. I mean, let's be honest. I'm such into Rainbow High and Shadow High right now. Like, that has been where all of my money is going. If I have any spare money, it's buying those dolls or Barbies. I've been buying a lot of Barbies now, too, for some reason. I I think there probably will be a series 3, but I feel like Rainbow High will do better than Shadow High longevity wise. I'm interested to know though, what do all of you think? Throw in the comments below. Let's sound off. I do plan on unboxing some of these. I just wanted to have a nice sit down talking about series 1 Shadow High versus series 2 and kind of the evolution of it, because it went from like grayscale dark to now we have all these colors coming out, which again, I don't hate, but I just feel like it's so different from what initially I think the concept was. And I think a lot of that has to do with sales. Let me know what you think. I'm interested to know. Check out more stuff from me in the description below. And like I said, I do plan on getting extras of these and unboxing them, and I'll just be really behind because I know so many people have already unboxed them, but I hope you guys still want to see me unbox stuff even if it's already been out for a couple months. All right, until next time, thanks for watching, and thank you so much to MGA for sending me 3 out of some of these dolls. Like I did buy Zoe and Dia separately, but thank you for sending me 3 out of the bunch of dolls that I've showed you here for free to share with all of you.